99.9% of all men cannot help but chase women who have these two feminine habits. Femininity will always appeal to the masculine. This is the nature of the two. One attracts the other. One cannot truly exist or thrive in its divinity without the other. I've seen men melt like butter on a hot pan when they interact with a woman who has at least one of these two feminine habits. These two habits, when fully embodied, are immensely irresistible and have the power to change the path of lives, circumstances, and realities. Well, without further ado, let's go into detail on how these two feminine habits will break a masculine man's neck the moment he sees it walking by. Number 1. Softness. In the context of feminine behaviors that charm and captivate men, softness refers to an energy that is easygoing, friendly, warm, and kind. Overall, it expresses how one feels being in the presence of a woman who has a habit of being soft. Softness refers to the attribute of being sensitive, lenient, and compassionate. When a woman reflects these characteristics, she lacks an energy of roughness, rigidity, and sharpness, which is unpleasant to be around. Soft energy may add comfort and lightness to an atmosphere, situation, or interaction. This explains why soft energy is so powerful. When a woman embraces and habituates softness as an energy and a way of being, she has the ability to convert tight and harsh surroundings into ones that are more warm and welcoming. Men come across aggressiveness, competitiveness, and rigidity on a daily basis. In the world, men are not encouraged to be relaxed and at ease. They're usually expected to be alert and able to foresee and prevent and resolve any problems and dangers. As humans, we require moments of comfort, lightheartedness, vulnerability, and simply being. This is why when a woman exhibits gentleness, men are drawn to her. When men are in her company or communicate with her, they might experience a sense of ease and lightheartedness. They get fascinated because being near her makes them feel better. How to develop softness. Be kind to yourself. Being kind to yourself takes compassion, attention, understanding, and acceptance of yourself. This practice will result in softness since it prioritizes attention and empathy above aggression and impatience. This permeates your energies, creating a sense of comfort, warmth, and welcome. Have compassion for yourself and others. In addition to being nice to yourself, compassion for others will result in a habit of being soft in energy. You'll be able to see them from a more positive perspective. This will help others feel comfortable and at ease when interacting with you. Fall in love with love. Love is boundless, broad, and transcendent. When you fall in love with love, you live from the heart. When you live your life from the heart, you exude a beautiful aura that is welcoming and speaks of your inner divinity. See the beauty in everything. Allow yourself to be captivated by the simple magic in everyday situations. Take note of how the earth miraculously changes itself from summer to autumn. Witness the moon being lighted from various angles as it transitions from crescent to full moon. Every day, we're surrounded by breathtaking beauty. Allowing yourself to view them will make you at peace, filled with amazement and therefore softness. Understand polarity. Polarity is an important factor to consider while discussing the masculine and feminine in relation to one another. Once you understand how polarity works, it'll be much easier to be feminine and relax in softness. Being soft will feel like both a responsibility and a pleasure to embody and grow. Be in a state of never looking to fight. When you don't want to be aggressive or on the wrong side of another, you naturally become soft. This does not imply you become a doormat. Instead, it indicates that you seek and prefer to honor someone just for their humanity. And it's easier to consider the desires of others, since you've honored your own needs. As a result, enabling yourself to avoid getting into aggressive situations will easily activate your soft energy. Number 2, receptiveness. Receptivity is a fascinating trait to find in a woman. Its presence heightens the natural state of a feminine being. While both men and women receive and give, we each have one part which is our natural domain. This indicates that in a polarizing connection, one naturally and divinely takes on one more part prominently. For the feminine, receiving is the natural domain. It is also inherent in your biology. When you participate in the most polarizing act with the masculine, you become receptive, which is your inherent physiological makeup. Many women nowadays do not embody this inherent divine trait. There are several reasons for this, which we'll not get into in this video. But the point is that this component of the feminine is absent in the collective. Because this trait in a woman is rare these days, it makes her incredibly desirable to masculine men. The power of the receptive mode. When a woman embodies her receptive attribute, the man is naturally thrown into giving mode, where he thrives in. Women are the leaders in relationships, said Mina Irfan, a feminine and relationship coach and specialist. This doesn't mean that males are inferior to women in relationships. It means that the woman defines the tone, energy, and quality of the connection. If women are miserable, the relationship will be miserable. If the woman is cheerful and lighthearted, the connection also will be fun and playful. Receiving must happen before giving may take place. As a result, if a woman is not embodied in receptivity, the connection lacks polarity since the masculine won't find joy in giving. To give, receiving has to happen. One cannot occur without the other. So if the feminine is in a resistant state, refusing to receive the masculine's thoughtful gestures because she is too preoccupied with competing with him, the masculine will be uninspired to give, protect, or offer since the feminine is not receptive. He will instead seek inspiration or encouragement to do so elsewhere. Why men are enchanted by the feminine's receptivity. As previously said, when a woman feels comfortable receiving, the man is instantly in a giving state. These energies are natural and intrinsic to us, so we feel linked to our divine state of being. This is why it's so enticing for a male to interact with a woman who is receptive, because it encourages him to embody his divine male state, which is his higher self. It also feels quite fantastic. We feel more like men when we are giving, and it's much more delicious when our giving is matched with appreciative feminine receptive energy. How to develop receptivity? Deconstruct worries regarding receiving. Many women have developed worries about receiving. These worries are usually motivated by egoistic values as well as concern for safety. Some women believe that if they receive, they will be dependent on the giver. Others have taken on the story that receiving puts you in a position of weakness and incapability, hence rejecting any gesture of kindness and care. Get comfortable with vulnerability. Vulnerability is an essential part of receptivity. As a result, to feel comfortable receiving, you must first feel comfortable being vulnerable. It is vital to remember that being vulnerable does not always mean being weak or powerless. Vulnerability is a feminine strength that allows her to accept help from those who are more eager and capable of resolving a situation, for example. When you are vulnerable, you become more open, which allows you to accept support, love, care, and thoughtfulness. There's little resistance present when you're vulnerable. As a result, this will help you to be in a state of receptivity. Become aware of the numerous benefits of receiving. Receiving adds ease to your life. This is one of the many benefits of receiving, in addition to allowing giving to happen. When you receive, you give satisfaction and joy to the giver. Being in a state of receptivity also helps you to expand and grow. Giving and receiving is a magnificent cycle that is ingrained in all aspects of our lives. Take note of the various ways you already receive. As previously said, we naturally receive in a variety of ways, which makes it seem insane that we feel uncomfortable receiving. We receive air and oxygen so that we can breathe and survive. The same goes for food and drink. We receive both sunlight and rain. We receive acknowledgement and appreciation from our fellow humans. We receive all day, every day. Since you're already receiving, simply allow yourself to accept more by releasing resistance to masculine men's giving. Well, that's about it. Hope it helped, and thanks for watching.